겹에 오다네 감춘 마음 꽃기침처럼 자꾸 터져나와 약간 붉어진 코끝처럼 피어오른 fever I'm falling in love 사랑을 만질 수 있는 건 오직 이게 절뿐인 걸 아껴둔 내 고백의 모양을 봐 사랑인 걸 손을 잡을까 걷자 어딜든 왠지 들뜬 이 기분 It's a Christmas fever 별이 오는 느낌 하얗게 뱉는 숨 그래도 좋아 I just wanna be with you 기다렸잖아 For this night 소원을 빌어 오늘 밤 기회가 내게 올 때 So let's dance 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 with me 걷자 어디든 왠지 들뜬 이 기분 It's a Christmas fever 별이 오는 느낌 하얗게 뱉는 숨 그래도 좋아 I just wanna be with you 가득한 숨가쁜 설렘 살짝 떨리는 기분 It's a Christmas fever 같이 꺼내볼래 하얀 밤 선물 지금 이 순간 I just wanna be with you
That was Christmas Fever by Jinyoung of GOT7. You guys are listening to Heart Attack. And I'm your DJ Pretty Little Iris. I'm so full on bread that I might be sleepy. But I'm also hyper, 'cause that's so much sugar. Dang, I'm such a songwriter. Hi guys, how are y'all feeling? Welcome to a Thursday show. Why is it Thursday? 'Cause it's Thursday. Hi! The reason I talked about news in the opening was because I have like this podcast I listen to every morning, and it just gives you updates on what happened in the world, you know? Not really the world. I guess it's very... Wait, actually, is it the world? I think it's mostly US based, but I listen to it and it's only like 5 to 6 minutes long, which is perfect to just turn on when I'm brushing my teeth or whatever. And then I realized that Heart News is kind of like that for a lot of you guys as well, right? Except we only do like arts and culture news. But also doing arts and culture news, for me, Heart News here helps me as well. Like it's not something I just do for work. It actually helps me because there's been times when I would be talking with smart people, like older, smarter people, and they would say something and I'd actually know what they're talking about because I read it on Heart News. Like there was this one time when I was communicating with this architect and she was like, oh, I was at this museum in Daegu and there was this thing, what's the name? And I was like, are you talking about the Herebon? And she was like, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. And I was like, yep, Heart News does help. So yeah, Geek Diggy says, is it gonna be one of those kinds of days? I don't know what those kinds of days means to you, but if it's what I think, no, I don't think it's gonna be one of those kinds of days because I am feeling kind of laid back today. I did have a lot of bread with the team because our 사장님 brought us really good milk tea jam. This is like milk black tea jam. So I brought bread for the team so we could have it all together. And so we're all kind of bread sugar high. But yeah, it's gonna be goody. We're happy. Let's see what you guys are saying. Arctic says, I use the Twitter trending section in the news app to see what's going on with the world when I wake up. That's smart. I don't know. And I know that I don't understand everything fully, like economically, business wise, cultural stuff, but I just listen to it and I don't stress over if I don't understand it because I feel like trying is a huge part and actually taking action is a huge part. So I don't want to stress myself over if I know what specific interest rate means in a specific situation, blah, 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 like political stuff. So I just listen. It's like skimming, but with your ears. And I think that just means a lot that I'm trying. I want to be educated and cultured. Also, because I'm a DJ at Heart Attack, I feel like I can't be dumb. I shall not be dumb. So I try. I just wish that you guys knew that I try because I want to make Heart Attack a better show. All because this is the show that you guys choose to listen to. Want to make it worth it. Anyhow, welcome to a Thursday show. Come join us in our visual radio and our YouTube chat if you want to communicate or if you're just bored or if you think I'm very pretty. I'll be back after Bloom by 리셋네.
눈밖에 머나 나다운 arise 또 망설임 없이 더 밝게 빛나 이 순간 진심을 담아 나를 그려갈게 난 한편의 모빌 다 채워가도록 이제 네가 날 비춰줄래 내게 한 발 다가갈래 따스히 hands on me now Got me feeling 기다려왔던 작은 빛이 내 안을 비추면 서서히 bloom 날 깨워내 내 안의 꿈을 깨운 듯이 새로워지는 걸 가득히 bloom 더 아름답게 피어나지 Look into my eyes 눈이 부신 you 뭐든 you can do It's time to shine my bloom 난 징그럽던 표정을 펴 no. 조급해할 필요 없어 slow 입술은 립밤 살짝 바르고 We do it in a time we go where we wanna go For you 시작된 이 하루는 널 위한 거야 You can try 뭐든 whatever you want 이젠 네가 날 비춰줄래 내게 한 발 다가갈래 따스히 hands on me now Got me feeling 기다려왔던 작은 빛이 내 안을 비추면 서서히 bloom 날 깨워내 내 꿈을 깨운 듯이 새로워지는 걸 가득히 bloom 더 아름답게 피어나지 Look into my eyes 눈이 부신 you 뭐든 you can do It's time to shine my bloom 그 누구도 대신할 수 없는 걸 매 순간의 주인공인 너와 나 다른 누구와 비교하지 마 다 이대로 괜찮아 나를 믿어 나 Got me feeling 기다려왔던 작은 빛이 내 안을 비추면 서서히 bloom 날 깨워내 내 안의 꿈을 깨운 듯이 새로워지는 걸 가득히 bloom 더 아름답게 피어나지 Look into my eyes 눈이 부신 you 뭐든 you can do 아름답게 피워내지 Look into my eyes 눈이 부신 you 뭐든 you can do Time to shine like bloom
Arirang
Radio.
Let's talk about what we do on our show today. You guys are listening to Heart Attack and your DJ Pretty Little Iris. I'm also wearing a bucket hat. It's been a while since I wore a hat on the show. I don't really like wearing hats because I want to dress up for Heart Attack, but I thought this was considered a dress up because it's from one of my favorite brands and also it has a pretty color. I think it's good for winter. And this hat is also from Kaon, so yeah, why am I hitting my head like that? It's actually quite satisfying. It's like massage. You guys should try it. Can you hear it? Anyway, we have Heart News where I read you guys news articles and what's happening in the arts and culture world in Korea. And then we have Heart of the Day where we ask you guys a question every day. Follow us on Instagram if you want to participate, heartattack_Arirang. Today's Heart of the Day was, when you want to befriend someone, what do? Let's talk about our flirting skills, but for friendship flirting. Because I think definitely friendship flirting is a thing. If you want to befriend someone, you have to flirt with them, but like low-key flirting. So we're going to be talking about that. Because it's so hard to make friends, maybe Iris will learn a bit today. If you also have messages for me, you guys can send it to our send a message board, or you guys can email it to us at heartattackarirang@gmail.com, and I'll be reading them in a bit as well. If you also want to travel with us in Korea, we're going to be joined by our lovely travel guide, Professor Cynthia, on Travel Diaries. So just sit back and relax. No, actually don't relax too much because I do want to communicate with you guys through the chat. I want to read you guys' chat. Relax your body but not your fingers. And let's have fun as usual. I'll be back with Heart News after Cheese on the track with Circle.
Help me, there's no way out. 너에게 빠진 순간 Tell me that everything's alright. 우린 이어져 있다고. Never ending, we're going round and round it. 계속될 테니까. Maybe you, I just wanna be with you. 운명이라 느꼈던 순간 somehow 놓치고 싶지 않아. 길을 잃어버려도 Know that we are together in a big circle. 그 안에 있으니까. 매일 나의 꿈속에 알 수 없는 감정은 그 마음 끝엔 언제나 너일 것만 같아서 우릴 그린 선들은 everywhere around 숨 모인 걸음을 따라 사라지지 않는 원 안에서 매일 이렇게 Maybe you, I just wanna be with you. 운명이라 느꼈던 순간 somehow 놓치고 싶지 않아. 길을 잃어버려도 Know that we are together in a big circle. 그 안에 있으니까. We keep rolling till the world ends. 반복되는 시간을 round and round and around. 언제나처럼. And oh, I like the way we spin around. Maybe you, I just wanna be with you. 운명이라 느꼈던 순간 somehow 놓치고 싶지 않아. 길을 잃어버려도 Know that we are together in a big circle. 그 안에 있으니까. 우리는 together in a big circle. 길을 잃어버려도 Know that we are together in a big circle. 우린 또 만날 거야.
December 11th, Thursday, here's today's cultural life news of Korea. This is Heart News. Daytime temperatures will be higher than average for this time of year, so will reach 8 degrees Celsius, while Busan and Jeju will warm up to 17 degrees Celsius. Yeosu is expected at 14 and Pohang at 16 degrees Celsius. However, tomorrow morning will bring a sharp drop, 5 to 10 degrees colder than today, and cold wave alerts are possible as most regions fall below freezing. Another round of nationwide rain and snow is expected over the weekend. The Seoul metropolitan area could see 5 to 8 centimeters of snow, with Chungcheong, Honam, and Jeju remaining snowy through Sunday. Maggie Gang, director of the hit Netflix animation K-pop Demon Hunters, has received the Okwan Order of Cultural Merit at the 2025 Korea Content Awards. At the ceremony held on the 10th at COEX in Seoul, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the Korea Creative Content Agency honored 24 contributors to the content industry and 15 outstanding works. Now in its 17th year, the event celebrates those who have driven the global success of K-content. Director Kang was awarded for K-pop Demon Hunters, while director Kim Won-seok of The Whirlwind and writer Park Ji-eun of Queen of Tears received Cultural Merit Medal. BTS has added another music video to their 700 million view milestone. The music video for Permission to Dance, released globally in July 2021, surpassed 700 million views on YouTube at 5:14 p.m. on December 10th. This marks BTS's 10th music video to reach the 700 million mark. Permission to Dance, a dance pop track, delivers the message that anyone can freely dance without hesitation. Released during the COVID-19 pandemic, the song offered encouragement and a reminder to find joy and hope even during difficult times. This has been Korea's Heart News of the Day. We'll be back after Permission to Dance by BTS and 수뇌보 12월의 이야기 by MJ Sunnyside featuring Kim Legend.
It's the thought of being young when your heart just like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. When it all seems like it's wrong, sing along to Elton John and to that feeling we're just getting started.
When the nights get colder and the rhythm's got you falling behind,
Just dream about that moment when you look yourself right in the eye. Then you say, I wanna dance, the music's got me going, and nothing that can stop how we move. Yeah, let's make a place and live just like we're golden and roaring like we're dancing fools. We don't need to worry, 'cause when we're flow, we know how to dance. Don't need to talk the talk, just walk the walk tonight. 'Cause keep the fire alight. Cause it's not over till the summer. Say one more time. I wanna dance, the music's got me going. Nothing that can stop how we move. Let's break our plans and live just like we're golden and rolling like a dancing fool. Like a dancing fool. We don't need to worry, 'cause when we fall we know how to lay. Don't let the talk, just walk the walk tonight. 'Cause we don't need permission to dance.
뼛속까지 파고드는 추위라는 말이 저절로 실감나는 오늘 아침입니다. 올겨울 최강 한파가 찾아왔습니다. 오늘 아침 출근길 어제보다 더 두툼하게 따뜻하게 챙겨 입으시길 바랍니다.
첫눈 내리면 너에게 아껴뒀던 고백을 할 거야. 수줍던 날의 선물 같아 하늘에 흩날리던 설레. Yes I will do. 이제 우리 37일째 네 걸음에 맞춰서 걸을 때 불어오는 달콤함에 두 볼이 물들어 후끈후끈 손난로 하트 눈빛 마시멜로 웃을 때 그려지는 반달 눈꼬리 취향 좋아해 너를 이렇게 너를 바라만 봐도 내 마음이 웃잖아. 빛나는 별들 전부 다 모아도 너만큼 예쁘지는 않을 거야. 지금 내 손 꼭 잡아. 찬바람 불어도 이 손 놓지 않을게. 난 너만 아끼며 너만 사랑해. 막차 시간 지나도록 앉아있던 정류장. 그 밤 빨간 목도리 너를 감싸줬잖아. 울컥했던 고민들 혼자 아파하지만 언제나 네 편이 돼줄게. 지울 틈도 없어 네가 있으면 나는 계속 따뜻해. 독설 내린데도 사다 줄 피곤이 케 모라이어 캐리 틀어놓고 기분 내는 lovely 감성 파지마 필. 토닥토닥 바이닐 소리 손끝 스칠 때면 지리 좀 소리 들려온 세상이 눈꽃송이 포근함에 녹아버려. 좋아해 너를 이렇게 너를 바라만 봐도 내 마음이 웃잖아. 빛나는 별들 전부 다 모아도 너만큼 예쁘지는 않을 거야. 지금 내 손 꼭 잡아. 찬바람 불어도 이 손 놓지 않을게. 난 너만 아끼며 너만 사랑해. 마음에서 내려가 둘만의 약속들. 언제나 사랑하냐고 물을 때면 언제나 사랑한다고 꼭 대답해줘. 참겨울에 피어난 나의 꿈 내 품에 안겨줄래. 새하얀 숨결 이 거리마다 소복히 쌓여가는 우리 추억들. 살다가 모진 날들을 만나도 언제나 내가 옆에 있어줄게. 지금처럼 웃어줘. 고운 손물 한 방울 닿을 일 없을 거야. 난 너만 아끼며 너만 사랑해.
Befriend someone, what do you do? Okay. So firstly, I don't want to befriend people, but in the rare, super, super, super rare case that I do, you know what I do? If I want to be friends with someone, I just live my life and hope that they want to talk to me. No, here's the thing. I sit there or I don't sit there. I'm not in the same room as them, but I just live life literally, and I just see if we become friends. I can't make an effort. And I just, yeah, I sit there. I try to be pretty so that they'd want to talk to me. But I realize that if I sit there and I don't do anything, it doesn't help the other person make a move at all, because there might be a chance of them being intimidated, because I do always talk about how much I don't want to be friends with people, so people assume that they shouldn't talk to me, which is sort of true but sort of not. So it's just really hard. You'll have to be lucky with me. But the thing is, I'm not really picky with friends. Like, I'd be friends with people, okay, acquaintances. I'd be acquaintances with a lot of people. Like, I'm not really too picky. And yeah, like, if I think somebody's, like, how do I say it? If I see a red flag, I wouldn't like stop being friends or stop seeing someone because they have a red flag, because, you know, it's not like I'm gonna marry them or whatever. It's not like we're gonna live together. Like, I don't really care. It's the most we'll do is probably eat bread or hot pot together, so I don't really mind. But there are some things that I can't stand. Some not like red flags, but I do sometimes have these things, traits that I see in people, and I think, oh, I can't be friends with them. And I feel like I shouldn't say it on live radio, but yeah. Let's see. Sikaza says, if Iris wants to befriend someone, she makes them call her pretty. Yeah, basic. Number one rule. Let's see. Ivan Joe says, find a common ground. The recent friend I made was, we just talked about our favorite team. But here's the thing, guys. There's something okay, this is a long story. I gotta read your answer, so I don't know if I have time to say this, but maybe I'll say it during our message time. There was a crazy story of how I befriended someone recently, and guys, I made an effort. Crazy, shocking story, right? It's the first time ever in my life. Let's see what you guys are saying. SB says, wait for them to talk to me first. High five, SB. Where is SB? SB, because you know what? I saw SB's username during K-pop, but not during Heart Attack. Kevin says, I want a date to a fast food restaurant. Oh, you go to a fast food restaurant. Okay. Steve says, offer snacks or candy, doing favors or finding common interests to talk about. I do ask people, not especially because I want to befriend them, but I just ask people like, oh, do you like hot pot? Do you like horror? Do you like bread? Just super easy too. You know, super easy small talk for me, I think. Anna says, talk to them. I mean, it's not that easy, is it? Olga says, smile at them and wait. Oh, smiling is a good idea. Augie says, I approach them and start a conversation. Hello, how are you? Do you guys actually do this type of thing? Like, do you actually like go up to someone and say hi? I don't. How do you do this? I wish I could. Maybe I want some friends, guys. I do have a good number of friends, but like, I don't know, like how do you do it? I was just always lucky with making friends because either the situation happened or they approached me first. Yeah. Soon says, I don't remember the last time I wanted to befriend anyone. Maybe I'd ask for their Instagram ID. Wait, this is crazy. You'd ask for their Instagram username? That's crazy. That's like, isn't that flirting? Dracula says, show enthusiasm while talking to them. Talk about things in common. Ask them questions. I was talking with a friend and I asked him, I was like, you know, I always show enthusiasm when I'm talking to someone because I want to make more acquaintances, and I'm so interested in them, and I'll be like, oh really, and I'll give them good reactions, but why can't I end up being friends with them? And he was like, cause we can tell you're not being genuine. Bahar says, probably I feed them good food or have tea with them. Okay, but if you want to feed them good food or have tea, you gotta be acquainted first, right? You gotta be like, hey, you wanna go out and have some food with me? That's so... Okay, that's flirting. I'm kidding. I don't know. When I ask someone to eat, it's definitely not flirting. I probably have a reason. Like, I have to tell them something, ask them something. But, yeah. Ariane says, I'm just being myself. Either they like it or they don't. So take it or leave it, huh? Crash Override says, I haven't tried to befriend someone in a long time. I think I would try to find their interests. What if, though, you're not interested in any of their interests? Because I want to talk about this. Don't you have these people where you genuinely want to be friends with them? Because I've realized that a lot of people mistake that as wanting, like, having a crush on them if it's the gender that you're attracted to. But I just have a lot of curiosity towards different types of people, and my friend or acquaintance range is very large. So I'm not just friends or acquaintances with people my age. This year marks my 10th year of working in the industry, and so I have a lot of friends that are like in their 40s, 30s. I have more like people in their 40s probably that I am close with than people in their 20s, and I'm just really genuinely friends with them. And so when I meet people and I think they're interesting, I'd want to like talk about their life, because good or bad, I feel like at the end of the day there's still something I can learn about and I can learn from them. But a lot of the times people will be like, do you like that person? And I'm just like, why don't people understand the importance of just genuine human relationships, you know? Arvian says, Iris clearly doesn't like me. Why? What makes you think that? I am very curious. I like you, Arvian. I know you live in Germany. Wait, what if I got that wrong? You're in Germany, right? Next. Ricky says, challenge them to a sword fight. If they win, they get to be my friend. If they win, that means that you're dead, right? So you only befriend people when you're dead? Matteo says the good lays are those at the BBQ. Tigashir says get to know them, invite them out. It's like dating without the messy feelings and expectations. But what if they think it's dating? What if? Steven says I share moments with them because friendship is a feeling. Matthias says I offer food. Because of that, I end up gaining people's trust quickly. Yeah, someone told me that I'm dangerous because I befriend people that give me bread, and I open up too much if you give me bread and call me pretty. So they were like concerned. They were like, she has an issue. And then another person there was like, you clearly don't know Iris. Fantastic says, wait outside their work to say hi when they arrive. Moi, right? That's me, right? Imagine if that wasn't like me or a celebrity and you do that to a random person. I usually go somewhere with them and a mutual or eat or to some event. Yeah, having a mutual helps a lot. Yeah. Having a mutual helps a lot. Benny says, hang out and also get to know someone. It's better for me to handle. AJN says, I ask what they're passionate about. It's normally interesting watching people talk passionately. Jenga says, start with a genuine compliment for something they're wearing or something they did. What if you can't think of a genuine compliment? Food. Yeah, food. I can't eat with people I'm not close with. So I don't like eating with people I want to befriend because I have to be close with them before I can comfortably eat. I can't eat. I just like, yeah. I'm Flo says, be direct and honest of what I think of them, like you, the prettiest and best DJ Iris. Thanks. Perfect answer to end off today's Heart of the Day. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back with your messages. This is 첫눈 by 정준일.
내 맘을 한 번만 만져줘요. 온종일 이렇게 서늘해요. 겨울보다 차가운 하늘 그 아래 내가 서 있으니 눈물도 얼어버릴 듯해.
조용히 한 번만 불러줘요. 수없이 말하던 내 이름을 영원을 거슬러 하루를 아니 1분을 보게 돼도 그럴 수 있다면 견뎌낼게. 그 기다림 끝에 그대가 서 있어 주길. 내겐 그림 같았던 그대와 기억, 아주 오래 기다렸던 선물 같은 하루. 긴 시간을 건너서 내게 닿을게. 내 마음에 첫눈이던 그대, 넌 언제나 내게 나듯하다. 그대와의 시간, 그 하루가 내겐 왜 이렇게 아픈가요? 너의 옆에 내가 서 있고 서로 웃을 수 있는 하루. 그릴 수 없어서 눈물 나죠. 이게 꿈이라면 내 마음을 전해줄 텐데. 내겐 그림 같았던 그대와 기억, 아주 오래 기다렸던 선물 같은 하루. 긴 시간을 건너서 내게 닿을게. 내 마음에 첫눈이던 그대, 함께 울고 많이 웃던 우리, 아름답고 찬란하게 빛나던 시간 되돌린다. 내겐 하루 같았던 너와의 기억, 가슴 뛰게 아름다웠던 너와의 시간. 그대 입술에 이젠 인사를 하죠. 그대 눈에 그대의 숨결에 부서지게 그대를 안는다. 조용히 한 번만 들어봐요. 내 죄기 울리는 내 마음을.
That was 첫눈 by 정준일. I guess I'll talk about the befriending moment I had recently. It is kind of like a long story. I'll make it short. So I hate it when I get a little philosophical and dark or deep all of a sudden when I'm talking, but I read this book. Won't get into detail. Don't want to make the atmosphere deep and serious, but I read this book. I read a passage from the book, inspired me greatly for philosophical reasons, which made me decide to do something that I never ever do. Huge leap of my life, huge challenge, and I did this one thing. and it could have either gone, it could have gone further, or it could have just stopped there after my challenge. And I just told myself, oh, it doesn't have to be anything. Like, I don't need a result or an outcome from this. I was just proud of myself for doing something that I would never have done. But after I did that action, there was something that led on. So there was another event that continued from this. For example, let's just say this isn't what I did. Like, I texted someone. It was like something like that. But it wasn't like I texted someone. I did it, which led to an event, which led to me socializing with somebody, and it could have ended there again, but I kind of ended up enjoying my time. So I was like, by the way, this is nothing romantic, so don't get me wrong. Which made me do something again that I never ever do, something out of my comfort zone, which led to me kind of at the end befriending someone. And it's crazy because never in my life did I ever, number one, make an effort to be friends with someone this much, and number two, actually like someone enough to want to do something to befriend them. And it usually takes a long time for me to warm up. So it was like a really interesting self-improvement story I had recently. And yeah, it was just fun. It was almost like I was treating myself as a lab R word, and I was kind of seeing like, okay, if this little guy does this, what's the outcome? What's gonna happen? And I tried it and it was good, but did it make me want to reach out more or go out more? Nah. It's just like a one-time thing that I did that ended up being a good experience, and now I have one more acquaintance. So it was just like a funny story. I wanted to share it with you guys because I feel like I don't really talk about personal growth here or personal challenges that I have, but I know that you guys care about me and you guys know me very well, so I thought it would be an intriguing story to you as well. Good job, Iris. Thanks. Geek D says, you sent birthday balloons, you complimented someone's shoes, you went to their performance. Are my guesses good? You know what, Geek Diggy? I did one of them, yeah. I did one of them that you just wrote. Yeah, let's see what you guys are saying. Hardy asked, would you guys be friends with Iris if she wasn't Pretty Little Iris or just a girl at work or school? Bahar says yes, she's my type in friendship, not romantically. That sucks. SRD says, I'd be lucky to be her friend. Tigger says, I would be more intimidated. Iris is too pretty. Merci. Dracula says, I like books and horror and have dark sense of humor. Doubt she'd want to be friends with me though. What are you talking about? Nobody around me likes books and horrors and have a dark sense of humor. Did you know that? I have, like, Dracula, I was actually really surprised that you had really similar tastes with me. How did you even figure out about me? I want you to answer this because I've always been wondering. I was like, where did he find me? Because we were so similar. Steven says, hi Iris, someone is looking pretty today. Maybe the Princess Iris. Merci. I finished the book I've been reading. It was about 70 pages. I'm so happy I may reread the book. What book was it, Steven? Share the title, please. Can I request Love Dive? You wrote Love Dive by Sunmi. I'm guessing you meant IVE. We couldn't find a Love Dive by Sunmi, so we're gonna play the IVE song. Thanks, Stephen R. Thank you for your message, Stephen. Let's see. Tigashir says, so you were a guinea pig. Oh my gosh. I have a really bad memory with guinea pigs. It's just all that rodent area that... Wait, are guinea pigs rodents or something? They're not rodents, right? Are they rodents? I don't know, just something that looks like they're the R word. I could not. Let's go listen to the songs, guys. Thank you guys for being friends with me. And yes, I said friends. This is Love Dive by IVE and Die For You by Elza.
네가 참 궁금해 그건 너도 마찬가지 이거면 충분해 좋고 좋는 이런 놀이 참을 수 없는 이끌림과 호기심 묘한 너와 나 두고 보면 알겠지 눈동자래로 감추고 있는 거 Yeah, it's so bad, it's good 난 그 맘을 좀 바꿔라 Love it 서로를 비춘 밤 아름다운 까만 눈빛도 빠져 깊이 넌 내게로 해도 돼 유후 Baby I'll die for you 아무 같다 해도 I cry for you Every time I see your eyes fall just a little bit more Yeah just a little bit more A little bit more Oh baby I will die for you 전부 줄 수 있어 Heart for you Yeah every time I see your eyes fall just a little bit more Yeah just a little bit more Just a little bit Baby I'm a love feeder
Download the Arirang Radio application.
Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City,
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
You can also listen in Busan through BFM Busan English Broadcast 90.5 MHz and 103.3 MHz in Gijang, Noksan, and Changwon area. I'll be back in hour 2 with Professor Cynthia for Travel Diaries. This is Dry Flower by Kim Pil.
전해지지 못한 꽃다발은 마른 탁자 위에 놓아뒀지 언제든 어떻게든 이해할까 싶어서 아름다움이란 뭘 뜻하는지 날이 저물도록 고민했지 그렇게 어떻게든 알게 될까 싶어서 아직 다 피우지 못한 마을은 밤새 다 피